Why are people still paying for AI when Google just made it free? That is not a clickbait question. That is a genuine question worth sitting with for a moment. Because right now, while millions of people are paying monthly subscriptions for AI tools, Google has quietly released something that runs entirely on your own device, costs absolutely nothing, requires no internet connection, and is outperforming paid models on several real-world tasks. It is called Gemma 4, and in the next few minutes, I am going to show you exactly what it is, how to get it running on your laptop or your phone today, and how it compares head-to-head against both Claude and ChatGPT on actual builds. By the end of this, you will have everything you need to decide whether you still need to keep paying for AI at all. Before we get into setup and comparisons, let us talk about what actually makes Gemma 4 worth paying attention to. Because there are a lot of AI models out there, and most of them do not deserve the excitement. Gemma 4 is fully open source. That means anyone can download it, use it, modify it, and build on top of it without asking permission or paying anyone. But what makes it genuinely special is not just that it is free, it is that it runs completely locally on your own hardware. Your laptop, your desktop, even your phone. No data leaves your device. No company receives your prompts. No server is involved at any point. Everything happens right where you are sitting. This matters for 3 reasons. The first is privacy. Anything you type, any document you upload, any image you analyze stays entirely on your machine. For anyone working with sensitive client information or business data, that is not just a nice feature, it is essential. The second is availability. Because Gemma 4 does not need an internet connection, it works everywhere. On a flight, in a location with poor signal, in a building with no Wi-Fi. Wherever you are, your AI works with you. The third is cost. After the initial download, there is no ongoing payment, no monthly subscription, no token limits, no rate limits. You can use it as much as you want for as long as you want at zero additional cost. That changes the entire calculation for anyone building with AI tools regularly. Gemma 4 comes in 4 different sizes, and picking the right one depends entirely on what device you are using. For phones and tablets, the smaller versions are designed to run comfortably on mobile hardware with limited memory. These are genuinely impressive, considering they fit on a phone. They handle text, images, and audio all locally on your device. If you want AI that works in your pocket completely offline, these are the versions to use. For laptops and desktop computers, there are 2 larger versions. The mid-range version is around 18 gigabytes in size and delivers fast outputs while still fitting comfortably on most modern machines. The largest version available for personal hardware is slightly bigger, but produces the highest quality results. Both support a very large context window, meaning you can feed them entire documents, long conversations, or detailed project files, and they will process everything without losing track of earlier content. The simple rule is to go as large as your hardware allows. Bigger models produce better results. The smallest versions are there for devices with limited capacity. Not because they are inferior, but because making AI accessible on any device was clearly a priority in how Gemma 4 was built. Setting up Gemma 4 on a laptop or desktop is straightforward, even if you have never done anything like this before. The tool you need is called LM Studio. It is a free application that gives you a clean interface for downloading and running local AI models on your computer. Head to the LM Studio website, download the version that matches your operating system, and install it like any other app. Once LM Studio is open, you will see a search function for finding models. Search for Gemma 4 and you will see the available versions. Select the one that fits your machine. The 18 gigabyte version is a solid starting point for most modern laptops. And click Download. The download takes a few minutes, depending on your connection speed. Once it is downloaded, you load the model and you are ready. The chat interface works exactly like any other AI tool you have used. Type a question, paste a document, upload an image. The only difference is that everything runs on your own hardware, with no connection to any external server. You can turn your internet off completely and it keeps working without any change. Let us talk about real use cases. Because the true test of any AI tool is not the marketing claims. It is what happens when you give it actual work to do. For general questions and reasoning, Gemma 4 performs well. It thinks through problems clearly, explains its reasoning, and handles logical questions accurately. For everyday queries and information tasks, it delivers solid and reliable results. For document processing, the large context window is a genuine advantage. You can upload an entire PDF and ask it to summarize the content, extract key points, generate scripts, or answer specific questions from the material. All of this happens locally and quickly, without any of your document content leaving your device. For image understanding, Gemma 4 is natively multimodal. You can take a photo of something, a product, a page of text, a chart, a Lego set, and ask it questions about what it sees. It analyzes the image locally and gives you a detailed response. No uploading to a cloud service, no sending your photos to a third party. For coding and building, it can write functional code, build websites, and create interactive visualizations from plain language descriptions. The results are genuinely competitive with paid tools on many standard tasks. Now, let us get into the comparison that most people actually want to see. How does a completely free local model stack up against the paid tools most people are currently using? The honest answer is that it depends on the task, and the results are more competitive than most people expect. On visual and creative builds, things like physics simulations, interactive animations, and visualization projects, Gemma 4 holds its own impressively. In some cases, the output quality actually matched or exceeded what the paid models produced. For a tool that costs nothing, that is a remarkable result. On standard website builds from a text description, Gemma 4 produced a working result faster than one of the leading paid tools. The design quality was good. Functional layouts, working buttons, and a clean presentation. The paid models produced slightly more polished results, with better color choices and layout refinement. But the gap was much smaller than you might expect, and Gemma delivered its result in a fraction of the time. On game building and more complex interactive projects, the paid model showed more consistent one-shot accuracy. Gemma produced working results, but sometimes required a follow-up prompt to fix specific issues. That extra step is a minor friction point, but worth knowing about. The honest summary is this. For roughly 80% of everyday building and research tasks, Gemma 4 performs at a level that is genuinely competitive with paid tools. For the most complex and demanding work, the paid models still have an edge. Using both together, Gemma for the bulk of your daily tasks and a paid model for the work that truly requires maximum capability is the smartest approach available right now. One of the most impressive things about Gemma 4 is that it runs on a phone, not a watered-down, limited version, a genuinely functional AI that handles text, images, and audio processing entirely on your mobile device, in airplane mode. The app you need is called Edge Gallery, and it is available on both the App Store and the Play Store. Download and install it. Open the app and choose which Gemma 4 model to download based on your phone's capacity. Once downloaded, the model is yours. No ongoing connection required. Through the app, you can have text conversations with the model, analyze images by taking photos directly in the app, and even process audio recordings by speaking your question aloud. All of this runs on your phone's processor, with no data going anywhere outside the device. The fact that a model this capable runs on a phone with no internet is genuinely new. It changes what is possible when you are away from your desk, traveling, or working in environments where connectivity is unreliable. Gemma 4 makes the most sense for anyone who wants powerful AI capability without ongoing subscription costs. Anyone working with sensitive information that should not leave their device, anyone who needs AI access in offline environments, and anyone who wants to experiment and build without worrying about hitting usage limits. It is not a replacement for every use case. If you are doing highly complex multi-step reasoning, sophisticated code architecture, or work that genuinely pushes the limits of what AI can currently do, the premium paid models still deliver better results on those specific tasks. But for the vast majority of practical daily work, Gemma 4 is more than capable. The best setup is to use Gemma 4 as your primary tool for everyday tasks, and keep a paid subscription available for the specific moments when you need maximum capability. That combination gives you the best of both worlds, at a fraction of the cost of paying for a premium plan as your only tool. Download LM Studio today. Pull down the Gemma 4 model that fits your machine. Turn off your internet and ask it something. That single experience will show you more than anything I can describe in a video. The era of paying full price for every AI interaction is ending. Tools like Gemma 4 are making serious capability accessible to everyone, and the gap between free and paid is narrowing faster than most people realize. And speaking of powerful AI video tools, In the next video, I'm going to walk you through a complete step-by-step tutorial on Seedance 2.0. I will show you how to combine it with Claude and Higgsfield to create viral AI videos that stop people scrolling. If you want to know how to build content that actually gets attention with AI tools, you do not want to skip that one. Click the next video, and I will see you there. If this gave you something valuable, leave a comment telling me the one thing you're committing to change about how you use AI. I want to hear it. And if you want to go even deeper, stick around. There's more where this came from.